What's going on, fight fans? Just finished watching Gervonta Davis stop Ryan Garcia in the seventh round. Let me start off by saying that I did not pick a winner for this fight. So I can't come to you and say I picked this fighter and I got this fight right or I got it wrong. I just sat back and enjoyed a good fight. And to be honest with you, I actually stayed on the fence. So I just stayed there. All right, let's start with some pros and cons. Let me start with Ryan Garcia. The pros would be I like the fact that he tried to control the fight with his jab. I like that he tried to land his patented left hook upstairs early in the fight, even though he found it to be difficult. I like that he did a very good job of cutting off the ring. And I like the fact that he did try to go to the body when he realized that going upstairs with that left hook wasn't working, and I did like the straight left hand. I also like the fact that he tried to stay tall and use his 3-inch height advantage through most of the fight. But let me get to the cons. I didn't like the fact that Ryan kept his right hand down, and I didn't like the fact that when Gervonta Davis got on the inside, he would curl up and he would bend down where his head was almost shoulder length with Davis's shoulder. I'd have liked to see him maybe move out and not really like curl up the way he was doing. As for Gervonta Davis, I like the fact that he stayed patient early. He started to go to the body, mainly that straight left to the body, when he realized that going upstairs really wasn't going to cut it, because when he was jabbing, it was more of an up jab. So he kind of adjusted that way. I like the foot move. I like the fact that he didn't stand there and try to bang with Ryan Garcia. I like the fact that he moved and gave him different angles. And I did like the counter punching. I like that straight left hand counter. But the cons for Davis would be that I did not like all the holding early in the fight, especially those first 2 rounds. I don't know if he was a little stunned or what was going on, but I did not like the way that he was kind of making it a grappling match. But the good thing is that he knocked it off and it ended up being a pretty good fight. Let's talk about the fight a little bit. Round 1 seemed to be more of a fill-out round. Then we get to round 2. The action begins to pick up. Ryan Garcia, he starts to get a little more aggressive, and Gervonta Davis took advantage of that. When Garcia was trying to land if I remember, it was a right hand, Davis ducked, and he came with his own counter left. Caught him flush on the chin. The good thing is that Davis got up. Now, in my opinion, I think that when Luke Campbell knocked him down with that left hand, I think he was more hurt. I think that Gervonta more caught him with a more of a flash knockdown, but be it as it is, he still knocked him down. The next few rounds, Davis began to pick it up. That's when, as I mentioned earlier, he started to throw that straight left to the body, which I was loving. We get a few rounds down the road. Ryan finally picks it back up in the 6th round. At one point he landed, I think like 3 straight right hands, and it looked as if he may have kind of found something for Davis, but Davis stayed calm in there, and we get to the 7th round, and it happened again. I think that Ryan just didn't see the shot coming, and it actually came so fast, I didn't even know what happened, but the way he took a knee, I knew that it had to be a body shot. Now, they mentioned during the fight that it reminded them of how Bernard Hopkins stopped Oscar De La Hoya, and it was. If you remember that fight, Bernard hit him so quick with that left to the body that it took a minute to know what was to even know what happened. All you know is you saw Oscar crumble, and we knew there was a body shot. Same thing happened here. Ryan was hurt from the moment that shot hit. You saw it on his face, but he backed up, tried to shake it off. He realized he couldn't. He took a knee, and I think when he took a knee, I don't think his intentions were that he was going to stay down. I think that he thought, I'm going to take the 8 count, and by that time I can recover. But those shots hurt a lot, and his body was just gone, and he did not get up. Ref gets the 10. The fight is over, and Tank Davis wins. Now, one of the things I did like after the fight, that both of those young men were nothing but class at the end of the fight. There was no trash talking. There was no banter between them. It was all class. Davis was interviewed first, and he had nothing but respect for Garcia. Then when it was Garcia's turn, he had nothing but respect for Davis. he gave Davis all the credit. He said, hey, he caught me with a good shot, and that's just how it goes. So what happens from here? Now, this fight was fought at a catch weight of 136, which I'm not really understanding because Gervonta came in at 135 and Ryan came in at 135 and a half. He probably could have lost that half pound and made it a lightweight fight. But are they doing this because both of them are going to be moving up to super lightweight after this? I'm not sure, but I know that there's a lot of fights to be made at lightweight. And by a lot of fights, I'm talking about Gervonta Davis. Devin Haney is there. I know he's fighting Lomachenko soon. And also Shakur Stevenson is up there now. So there are some good fights that Tank Davis can take if he decides to stay at lightweight, which I hope he does. As for Ryan Garcia, big deal. He's young. He lost. Losing comes in sport. It's just part of the game. He will bounce back. I like the way that Joe Goose has him going. I think he's becoming more of a patient fighter. And I think that he still has time to still be a great fighter. Who knows? Maybe down the road at super lightweight or welterweight, we may see these two in the ring again. But what do you want to see Gervonta Davis do? I mean, do you want to see him maybe stay at lightweight, or do you want to see him go up to super lightweight and see what he can do there? Either way it goes, I was impressed with Tank Davis. I thought that it was a beautiful boxing match by both of them. I thought it was great boxing by both fighters. Wasn't a slugfest. It wasn't sloppy. I thought that it was just good and textbook boxing by both of the young men. Anyway, let me know what you want to see happen next. If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so we can keep talking boxing. Other than that, that's all I got. I'll let y'all later.